Okay, all right, so we are still on that. We can start solving here. So we have our solution. So the function that we have, we can just get our function. Okay, we can get the function. Okay, so our function is this one here. Okay, so we need to find the range. Okay, so this is our so we need to find the domain. So we start by finding the domain and then the range. Okay, so looking at the function, how do we find the domain? So we need to solve again. So we are going to equate the denominator minus 5 to 0. And now solving this, we are going to have that's 2x, right, is equal to positive 5. Now dividing both sides by 2, we are going to apply cancellation rule, and we are going to get x is equal to 5 over 2, right? Now look at this point. If x is equal to negative, if x is equal to 5 over 2, okay, substitute this value of x in the function that you have and see what you are going to get. So if you do that, you are going to get 3 over, that's 2 over 5, okay, over 2, this is 5, okay, over 2 minus 5. You see that you are going to get 0, and so 3 divided by 0, that's infinite, isn't it? So your function is not going to be defined at this point. Okay, so our domain now can have a restriction. Our domain is going to be x, okay, such that x should not be equal to 5 over 2, because if x is equal to 5 over 2, then our function is never going to be defined. Okay, so the function is not going to be defined at this point, but remember, x will still belong to the set of real numbers. All right, so let's go ahead and find the range. Okay, so solving the range for this function, you just need to analyze your equation, okay, your function again. Okay, so look at this here. What you have from your domain, you can determine what your range will be. Your domain has only excluded 5 over 2. Okay, when x is equal to 5 over 2, your function is not going to be defined. Okay, so what should be your range? In short, what will be the actual values of your outcome? So your actual values of your outcome, you can see that this function, since it has only excluded 5 over 2 as a value of x, as the value in your domain, you can substitute x value with any number apart from 5 over 2. So if you do that, you are going to find that the values that you are going to be getting as the y values, which is your range, is going to be y will never be, you will not get y to be 0. So y is never going to be 0. So this is what will be your range, or you can write it in this form. Okay, so the other way you can write it, you can write it that y is going to start from negative infinite, right, to 0, positive 0, but 0 is not included. Okay, union. So these are the possible values, the actual values that you're going to get to 0, but 0 still is not included, right? 0 is not included, and then it will go to positive infinite. So this will be your range, or this one here. Okay, so I'll put all so that you can see. So your range is either this one or this one. Okay, all right, so